And George Coronis, wow, he is one brave fellow. A little less active throughout Canada for this Thanksgiving weekend. We do have currently low pressure building through the east coast of Canada, bringing cooler temperatures nonetheless. But as we take a look on the opposite coast, the west coast, Vancouver is starting Sunday morning with 10 degrees and sun. But unfortunately, that is not going to last. Welcome to fall, Vancouver. It's about time. 14 and rain, not only for Sunday, but that is really going to continue throughout the week. Sunday will be clear for Ontario. We're looking at 12 degrees, right on par with our seasonal norm. Now let's switch gears. Here are some geese. Oh, stick around. Your locals on the 10s. Angry Planet begins in just 30 seconds. You don't want to miss it. George Coronis takes a look at the 2007 hurricane season and some of those nasty storms. The 2014 Atlantic hurricane season, well, we've only seen 6 so far in comparison to last year where we saw 14. So we're less than halfway there, but the season is not over yet. We're currently tracking Tropical Storm Faye set to affect Bermuda, but it will not be affecting Canada. On the other side of the world, Cyclone Hudhud set to hit India. But right now, here is Angry Planet. Thanks so much for tuning into the Weather Network. I'm Michelle Mackey with you, and let's take a look at our Ontario forecast for this Thanksgiving weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, so Sunday we are having a really chilly morning. Frost advisories currently in effect for southern Ontario, but this is really shifting. By Monday, we get all of these southerly winds pushing up warm air, and we will actually be climbing to 21 degrees in parts of southern Ontario on Monday, feeling even warmer with the humidity. Yes, but unfortunately we do run the risk of rain. I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. But Sunday, really looking gorgeous. Those sunny skies are out, and there's so much going on throughout Ontario. Of course, we've got Oktoberfest in Kitchener-Waterloo, the second biggest Oktoberfest outside of Germany, right in our own backyard. Will the weather last for it? Well, it's going to be clear on Sunday, yes, but this low pressure system moving into the province is really going to bring a lot of rain. It's a big weather maker for Ontario from Monday through until Wednesday. The good news is we're going to see those temperatures really climb. Take a look at this. So Sunday in Ottawa, we've got 13, climbing a little bit on Monday, but let's talk about Toronto. So here's the big change. Sunday, 12, Monday coming up to 19. But of course, the penalty for all of that beautiful weather is unfortunately the rain. And that's really going to be strong Monday through until Wednesday. It will begin to clear up by Thursday when we have high pressure moving into the province once again. All right, stick around. And 'tis the season for pumpkins. Pumpkins, everything. Pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin cakes, you name it. Oh yeah, and carving pumpkins. I think we forgot about that one in the mix. Thanks so much for tuning into the Weather Network. I'm Michelle Mackey with a look at your Thanksgiving weekend forecast starting in Ontario. What we have going on, it's a cool Sunday morning with all of that high pressure, meaning we don't have that blanket of clouds insulating all of that heat. So we do have a frost advisory currently in effect for southern Ontario. Make sure to take care of those frost-sensitive plants. Come Monday morning, we begin to see a little bit of a low pressure system coming in from the south, blowing up some warmer temperatures, and by the afternoon, we will see some rain coming through. Now, those temperatures, like I was saying, very cool Sunday morning. We may be in for a little bit of a rude awakening with all of that frost. But on a totally different note, here's Rachel Schuston. She actually had the chance to go up and do a helicopter. Wow, incredible footage. Thanks, Rachel. And a little bit of active weather coming Monday and Tuesday, like I was saying, due to that southerly low pushing through, but it's not quite as active as what we're seeing with 2 major storms set to hit Asia. Thanks for that. And hey, it is the season for pumpkins. Pumpkins, everything. Lattes, cookies, and of course, you can't forget pumpkin carving, of course, with Halloween on the way. those pumpkins will be selling quick, I'm sure. Thanks for tuning into the Weather Network. I'm Michelle Mackey with a look at your national forecast. Well, we do have a big weather maker in the Pacific, this low pressure system bringing in quite a bit of rain early next week for Vancouver. So Vancouver overnight temperatures, well, we are looking at 9, so it's still quite mild. The big story is in southern Ontario. We have the first frost advisory of the season. We also have frost advisories issued for parts of Quebec and also in New Brunswick. So let's take a look at the general trends. We have cooler temperatures expected for the weekend in Quebec and Ontario, warmer temperatures for the extreme southern portions of the prairies. And this is all for the weekend. What happens early next week? Well, we really see a change. Cool northerly air comes down into the northern prairies, all right? But don't worry. Let's take you to Pincher Creek for a little bit nicer weather as well. Look at that, just beautiful. A little bit of a different story, unfortunately, for British Columbia, where we are looking at rain. And how much? Where we see the red, we are looking at between 50 and 100 millimeters of rain. So let's switch gears and head to Ontario. We have a big weather maker in store. It's this low pressure system coming up from the south, and it's hitting Ontario by Monday. So we are seeing warm temperatures, but the rain is the penalty. All right, stick around. Let's go on a trip around the world in 60 seconds.